What it do, my lovely baby boos? Welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Hidden Truth Tarot, and we're gonna get back at it with another celebrity tarot reading. This is going to be for Cinco and Lala, a requested video. We are going to be tapping into how they're feeling about each other. How are they feeling about the baby that they're about to have with one another? We'll also be tapping into exes and that energy, and then overall outcome of the energy between the two of them. If you guys enjoy celebrity tarot readings, tarot related content, pick a card channel messages, zodiac sign channel messages, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and like and comment below. Comment anything, feedback, celebrities you want me to tap into, and da 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 da. If you guys want to book a personal reading with me, all that information will be in my description. So let's get right into it. Let's get right into the first question. This is going to be how are they feeling about each other right now? Okay, so you know how this works. Lala will be on the left, Cinco will be on the right, and the middle energy is where they're currently in common with each other, like where they're sitting in the middle. So thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors for your wisdom, your guidance, your energy, and your assistance. Can you please help me tap in from the most highest source of love and light and the most honest truth to be able to give the collective the messages and the reading that we need to give on Cinco and Lala? How are they currently feeling about each other? Confirmation, bro, we haven't even started. How are they currently feeling about each other? Alright, let's get a card for Lala. The Justice card. Okay. How is Cinco feeling about Lala? Seven of Wands. Okay. He's a little unbalanced though. Where are they meeting in the middle? Ooh. Okay. Alright, so I want to say generally it feels like there's something getting in between the two of them right now. I feel like it's the lack of something, like someone doesn't feel like something's reciprocal here. It's like almost like someone's giving more than the other. I just want to say when it comes to Lala's energy, she's sitting in this energy of like, well, if everything is working out for me, I feel like he's truthful, honest, you know, I feel like everything's fair, I feel like he shows up, I like, you know, it feels like to me with the Justice card, it's like she's getting exactly what she's wanting out of the situation. Like she doesn't have any problems with Cinco. Now when we come to him, he's coming up as the Seven of Wands, kind of feeling unbalanced. Like he feels a little bit defensive. He maybe feels like his beliefs are not being heard. He feels challenged because there could be outside energy or things whispering in his ear. Meanwhile, she's at home sitting here with her legs crossed like, well, I mean, I think our relationship's good, and I feel like he's not also being the most vocal. The Justice card here as well as here is like, you know, Lala wants to act like she's sitting in a, or she wants to believe that I don't want to say act, this all allegedly, for entertainment purposes, but she wants to act like everything's fine, right? The Justice card is saying, well, we're fair, and we're having a baby, and everything is supposed to be emotionally, you know, I'm being honest. It's like, there is an energy here, I'm not gonna lie, here with her energy where it feels like it's like she's trying to paint it like everything's fine. But the Seven of Wands coming in with this energy, he doesn't necessarily believe it. It's like, you know, when someone paints the picture like everything's stable and everything's perfect and everything's happy, but then your anxiety keeps on spiking. Now, is it just you being paranoid, or is it your intuition picking up on something here? So Seven of Wands, he's trying to stand up for her as well. It's like he also wants to believe that this connection is healthy and great, and what they're creating and bringing in is going to be beautiful and abundant, and their relationship is happy and honest. Like he really wants to believe that. Seven of Wands, I see him telling outside energies, allegedly, you know, defending his girlfriend. You know, I love my girl. You know, my girl ain't doing this, my girl ain't doing that. You know what I mean? I appreciate her. You know, I'm happy. It's like he's trying to defend a stance that might not necessarily be the truth here. Seven of Wands, okay? Now, where they're meeting in the middle is the King of Swords in reverse now. This is where the lack of communication is coming from. The different, sitting in two different spaces. It's like I don't think Lala really hears JJ, I don't know why I called it him to Cinco's energy. I don't really feel like I do feel she nurtures him, but I don't feel like she actually is listening or lets him I wouldn't say necessarily let him speak, but there is an energy where there is feels like an energy of manipulation of someone, or like the energy doesn't feel as stable as what we created or what we say it to be. You know, the King of Swords in reverse is someone who's sitting kind of overthinking in their head, not speaking their truth, but also is feeling kind of challenged by, you know, power, what does it call it? Power dynamics. So it feels like they're low-key going, like, underneath the surface. Like, I don't think they're even really acknowledging it to each other, because this gives, like, a connection where it's like, I love you, I kiss you, you know, I do what I gotta do, I show up. But is it King of Swords in reverse as they're meeting in the common letter? Are we really on page? Are we really on the same boat? I want to twerk on our boat. Like, are we? Because there's an energy here of, like, doubt. And I'm not, if we'll, you know, we'll have to figure out where it's coming from. Let's get this clarification on this Justice card. Then, wow. Well, that took a 360 turn real fast. We got the 9 of Cups in reverse. Okay? So this is what I mean about trying to pretend like everything's happy and sunshine and rainbows, when clearly it's like Justice card. Are you even happy, Lala? Are you even satisfied in this relationship? It's like the 9 of Cups as well gives me, like, greed a little bit. Like, you're getting exactly what you want, but is it what you want? You know what I mean? There could be an energy that she feels satisfied where she's at, because maybe she wanted to bring a child in the world, or she wanted to have a stable relationship. There's something here where she's trying to present like she wants to have, but energetically maybe she's not aligned to it. I do feel like the 9 of Cups in reverse is like I said, presenting this energy of, like, everything's fair and I'm honest, and you know, this is all just alleged, you know, I don't know Lala, but this is just the energy that's come through in the cards. It's like, you know, I'm not, see, Spirit wants me to say the word pretend. Like, that's the word I really want to use. It's like, I'm sitting in this energy like everything's happy, I'm happy, we're happy. We all fall down, but there is an energy of, like, tension. The 9 of Cups. Clarification with the 7 of Wands. Ace. The Ace of Wands was the return of the old. It feels to me as well, you know, not only is he being challenged on the surface and just trying to believe like he wants his connection as well, it feels like he is kind of being challenged by his past as well. There's disappointment here. There's also an energy of feeling of rushing into something maybe as well, like putting myself in an energy that I thought I was prepared for, and now I'm here. So I mean, it's Lala, I'm happy, she's happy. Like, do you see the energy, how they're meeting or kind of like sitting in the same frequency? It's like we're all hee ha ha, I'm happy, we're happy, we make money, we have baby, happy ha ha. But you feel like the tension being split with a knife of, like, it don't feel like true happiness. It feels like, I'm not saying that he has a problem, because I do feel like he loves his girlfriend and vice versa, you know what I mean? But there is an energy of it not really feeling real. Like, it's almost like waking up and like looking at your relationship, and it's like, is it really what I think it is? I feel like Cinco's hoping for the best, though. I don't really necessarily see him breaking up with her, but there is doubt, there is insecurity, there are challenges. Clarification with this King of Swords in reverse. Ace of Cups. Alright, so now they're bringing a kid in the room. And are they as emotionally in sync? You remember the Ace of Cups talks about love, appreciation, you know, but you gotta also keep in mind that's what they like to say in the regular tarot, but the Ace of Cups is just a cup of water, cup of energy, you know what I mean? So also this can talk about, you know, babies, and they are bringing a child into the world. But the King of Swords, and this is what I mean of, like, we're manipulating each other, acting like we're happy even though there's some type of underlying tension or energy. There's something going on with them currently. I do feel like on the surface they are presenting happy, but I do feel like there is an energy where it's like they're not being honest. Look at that, as we're showing up to the Queen and the King of Swords. It's like, I feel like these two have already thought about something behind the scenes, and it could have to do with the 9 of Cups in reverse. Like certain things that I feel like you're getting, or you're getting out of the relationship that I don't feel like I'm getting. Let's give an example. I let you check my phone all the time. You know, I let you go through my shit. I let you do all this, da 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 da. But the minute I ask for your phone, you're defensive. The minute I ask for your phone, you're like hovering over my shoulder. You know, it's like something like that. You know what I mean? That Spirit gave me that as an example, but it doesn't have to be necessarily that. It's just like something in that context, right? There is conflict between the two of them, but there is also this energy of everything's fine, everything's normal. We love each other, right? 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 Looks at imaginary camera, right? Let's get some more clarification on their energy. I'm gonna use this deck. I don't know why as well. It's like Cinco is like, I'm not saying that he's looking at Kai Cenat, but it almost like gives this energy like if I told you so. It feels like there's someone in his energy that's heavily already like warned him about something and he's still following through, standing up on it, still being like, no, this is this is that. But in the back of his mind, he is thinking about that like, oh shit, like what happened if this is true and like this ninja over here or this girl over here that told me something, be like, oh, I told you so. Self-love. Wanted to pop up. Okay, I'm sorry. I just wanted to... Let me shuffle one more time. Alright, let's get a card for Lala. Blind. Didn't I say that she's trying to... I can't see, I'm blind. Blind. I don't know if these two really want to be together. And we got strategy. Huh. You so blind, but you saying in strategy. Introvert. This is what I'm saying. I don't know. It feels like to me, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I'm just a silly old tarot reader. That's what I always like to say. Like energy will always reveal itself. But it feels like right now, their energy doesn't feel all sunshines and rainbows. Their energy definitely is going through some type of conflict and challenge. And it feels like maybe it has to do over like secrecy or privacy. Like someone being more inclusive to something. But also as well as feeling like, well, I do this for you. How come you're not showing up for me in the same aspect? I mean, sometimes you just need healthy communication to express to your partner, like, hey, I would love it if you cuddled me more in bed, or I love it if you would let me look through your phone because I let you look through my phone. It's not about I want to look through something, but it's the matter of respect, you know? It's like there's something here where someone was just putting up with something, and then the other person's over here. I don't know. This person's in the land of, well, everything's okay, like... I know my girl, or you know what I mean? That's why I'm saying like this energy with Kai Cenat feels familiar because it's like he was kind of in this energy of being, you know, in that energy of, you know what I mean? And their energy kind of happened to be what it is. Now, Cinco's kind of in the similar shit, but he could have been blinded by the opportunity or the investment because you got to keep in mind the King of Swords in reverse is someone who's confused, right? And it's also judging a situation but doesn't have all the information, right? So he walked into this thinking the merit making. This is what I wanted. You know, like she's different. Now all of a sudden we did the thing and we have a kid. But now he's feeling out in the cold even though he should be happy, right? This is what I'm saying with this energy of like, right? Like he's like looking to the hidden cameras like I'm happy, right? I don't know. And also too profession, like someone he works with, someone in his career said something about this connection. Like, are you sure, bro? I don't know, broski. I know she cute. But guess what? Now they bringing in a baby. So everything changes, you know? I feel like he wants to believe or give the situation the benefit of the doubt, but it's like he doesn't truly 100% believe it. Oh, I don't believe it. And she's sitting in this energy of being like pretending. Like I don't even feel like her energy is truly available. I think she's comfortable. The Justice card. I feel like she enjoys the energy in which the archetype Cinco sits in. You know, someone who's willing to listen and follow and blah 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 blah. But is there true happiness here? Clarification for this mutual energy in the middle. The goal. Ooh. And does someone feel like someone just... I'm gonna get one more card before I say anything. yeah, idea. You know, the energy kind of feels like kind of opportunist too, like in the middle. It's like kind of feeling like, oh, like, did you just do this for this? You know, the idea, misfortune, origin is also is like seeing disappointment, seeing something's not right, but also seeing new, right? Like we're stepping into this energy of planting a seed and bringing it into the world. It's like, I feel like they're both realizing that they are bringing a kid in the world, but it feels like to me that if it could, I didn't say it. The card did. I was literally about to say, like, this feels like an energy where, like, I don't know if they could stay together, but it feels like it's like, oh, you trapped me. Like, now, you know what I mean? But I don't really believe in the word trap because it's like, you know, shit, my nigga, you could have used protection, right? Like, you could have used, you know what I mean? But I feel like the trap energy is more this energy of, like, making me believe that this was more stable than it actually is. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. Yeah, pride, and we have conflict. Okay, so I want to say, like, on the surface, they seem to be all smiley, happy, but it's like pretend. I don't know, I'm hearing also spirits say, like, the eyes are the windows to the soul, so maybe recently Cinco could be looking a little bit more stressed. Okay, and Lala's glowing because she's comfortable in what's happening. Like, it feels like to me, even if she's not in love with him, she's okay with whatever is being created right now. You know what I mean? It's almost like, okay. All right. You know what I mean? And he's over here being like, what did I do? Did I make the right choice? Is she trustworthy? Is she the person I thought? Like, he's going through this circle of questions. He got some questions. And it's funny because Spirit has me looking at this deck and it has a question mark on it. So let's pull some cards. Like, Cinco got some questions. Let me pull 3 cards for Cinco. How is he feeling about Lala right now? 3 cards. He feels stuck, dead end, frozen, stagnant. Love affair, dirty little secret, sex fix and down low. I'll keep you my dirty little secret. He also feels like she's not being honest about something, even though she appears to be stable. Like, you know, like I said, and also it's giving me the energy of like someone feeling like there's a third party, but also doesn't have proof of it. Or it's like, I'm not gonna open that door. I trust. Like, he's sitting maybe in a little bit of a denial. He's ready to go a little bit. You see the bag? It says burnt out, exhausted, and empty. But also at the same time, you got to keep in mind, when it comes to his energy, he's not going anywhere because there's something being created. Unless they become, I don't know, baby mama and baby dada. And also, too, there's something about an ex here. Whether he's thinking about her ex. I mean, he's thinking about his ex, or she's thinking about her ex. There's something about past ways. Old exes, dead relationship. Old ways. Someone's sitting in their old ways. And the relationship, he could be viewing it as dead. Alright, how does Lala view Cinco? 3 card Spirit. I better check. 3 cards. So we have thrills, continuous cycle, bad decision, and addiction. You got to keep in mind, energy is energy, and they were in the same frequency to be able to connect and do what they do. So, you know, I want to say, like, they're both sitting in this energy of keeping secrets from each other, but also at the same time, they're in different contexts. Like, she's stuck somewhere else as well. She could be making poor choices, but also at the same time, she's here. Like, I wouldn't say she's here for the thrill of it, but like, she's okay with where she's at. I don't know. Like, I don't know. It gives me like someone who has a sense of a lifestyle or a mentality, and this is going to be a mentality that we don't know about. This is how she thinks, that the things she doesn't say out loud, that she's comfortable living in. Okay, look at that. We have longing, missing you, let's talk, and reunion. Okay, so there is an energy of as well. It's like she wants to get out of whatever this energy is, but this is the energy of replacing it with, oh, I'm happy and I want you and I long for you, and you're the only girl. Because we also have running, escaping, denial, and excess excuses. It doesn't feel real, you know what I mean? And this is why he doubts it, but also gets caught up because it's like, well, she makes me feel very good about myself, and but underneath the surface there's energy of doubt here. There's also like lust here, and didn't I mention the energy of greed? Yeah, yeah. This is how they're currently feeling about each other right now. Out of that deck, there's a lot going on. All right, I want to just get an overall energy with this deck, and then I'll get into the next question. Yeah, we have sweetness is in reverse. Someone needs or feels like they need to protect themselves or should have worn protection. And we also have movement. So things are moving quickly at like anger. Like I said, the energy doesn't feel as abundant, like I was literally able to say that, as abundant as it seems on the surface. These two, there's definitely something going on. There's definitely things challenging it, and it's funny. It's like it feels like they're really good at like not showing this. That's why I'm saying the eyes are the window to the soul. Like I feel like you would see this more on his face more than like actual energy of saying like, yeah, this happened. Until something really does explode between the two of them, because it feels like something could be brewing. Okay. All right, let's get into the second question. Also, Spirit just wanted to acknowledge when it comes to Lala's side here, when the continuous cycle is bad decision and the addiction, she feels like it could, like, you know, dealing with, you know, Cinco, that she's falling into a similar energy, or there's something similar that she's already have learned or been a part of, that she's kind of getting the same energy. I'm not saying that Cinco is toxic. He might not be the, you know, the most ideal boyfriend either, because it's like, you know, we see him being very gentlemanlike, but we gotta keep in mind he did call himself a shark for a reason. But she makes excuses. She sits in denial, and she makes you know, like, she sits in a little bit of escapism, and I really do feel like that escapism is this energy of pretending everything's fine. Maybe we can just pretend like everything's sunshine and rainbows. With the longing energy, the missing you, let's talk, and reunion, you know, this is the energy of her wanting to stay good even if things are kind of rocky, or staying in this energy of pretending like things are great. You know, I just wanted to highlight that. But also too, with this longing energy, there could be someone in her energy that she's longing for too, or she may be even picking up on an energy about him, because we do see two energies of two people sitting in the energy of longing for somebody else, or sitting in the energy of having other people here. Now this could just be like exes, we do have that as a question, but this also could just be the energy of, like, you know, comparing and contrasting, like, what's going on here and where I could, and how I can get it somewhere else. You know what I mean? Spirit just wanted me to really highlight that as we are continuing to the next question here. All right, so the next question is, how are they feeling about having a baby? So let's see how they're, you know, feeling about having a baby with one another. We're going to keep the same spread. Lala will be on the left, Cinco will be on the right, and the energy in the middle is where they are leading into the middle. If you guys are liking this reading, make sure you guys hit that like button, comment, subscribe. Alright, can we get a card for Lala? How's she feeling about having a baby with Cinco? Queen of Cups, Hierophant, alright? Cinco gives the ideal, like, she sees that with him, like, he would be a good father. Alright, is he the ideal partner that she wants to maybe go towards or go after? That could be something that's debatable, but there is an energy here where, like, she thinks she has a feeling in her gut with the Queen of Cups that, like, bringing in a baby with this man is not so bad. Like, I think he would be a great father. Something about him being very committed, loyal, or willing to, you know, step up in certain areas, and that's good. You know, it's like almost like seeing, like, you have the qualities of what I would want in somebody to have kids with. But, you know, the energies here is like, yeah, the qualities, but do you actually want to be with the person other than based off that they on paper look like they could be a good dad? You know, these are the things that Spirit is asking Lala. Okay, let's get a card for Cinco. How is he feeling? Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands. Very interesting. I definitely feel like he wants to have kids, but he does feel like he rushed into this a little bit here. There are a little bit of opinions that he holds back, because the Hermit card does suggest that he does think a lot. He does go inward. He does, like I said, I don't know what's going on with Cinco's energy, but he does compare and contrast a lot, or it's like almost like he's looking back at the timeline of this relationship, and he's like, how did I get here? Like, how did I get here, you know, being pregnant with this girl. Like, things kind of moved real fast. It's not a bad thing. I definitely feel like it's something that he's excited about. As you see the lamp, that, you know, these are things that he's thinking about, all because he's thinking about how fast the energy is. That doesn't mean he's not happy about it. The Queen of Pentacles is telling me that he looks at her, like I said, the ideal baby mama, nurturing, caring. She's going to be a great mother, just like she's looking at him being like he's going to be a great dad. So it feels like they're on the same page. Like, you know what I mean? They might not be the ideal energy for each other romantically, but when it comes to the energy of bringing kids, it feels like they're on the same page, that, you know, we both are going to be great parents to our child. You know, I wish the Empress came out, maybe, or I know we have the Queen of Cups over here, but like other energy than the Queen of Pentacles, because the Queen of Pentacles kind of reminds me of baby mama. That's why I'm saying, like, I hope that's not something that is in the works here, but it does, like, I don't know if Cinco, like, you know, uses that as a nickname, like, oh, me and my baby mama. I'm almost hearing spirit say, like, be careful what you say, because you could be like predicting the future. Like, you might end up being a baby mama, or she might end up being a baby mama, baby daddy, you know. Where are they meeting in the middle? The King of Cups. Well, the King of Cups in reversed. Well, you see what I mean about, like, the ideal energy of, like, romance. I don't know if there's real emotions here. Because, look, they're even coming as a pair, with her coming up as the Queen of Cups and him coming to the King of Cups in reverse. So in the middle, on paper, yes, he's going to be a great dad. Yes, she feels like he'll step up and do what he has to do. She feels the same thing. Oh, I think she's going to be a great mom, and I feel like we'll be a great parents. But the energy where they're meeting in the middle is King of Cups in reverse. I'm not feeling this, right? Like, I don't know how we got here. I'm kind of emotional. I could be feeling some type of way, but on the surface, everything's fine. I also get this energy of with the King of Cups, like, you know, it gives me like that manipulative energy. Like, remember, it's like trying to play off the energy, like they are more happy than what it is. See, Star card in reverse, because truly this connection, they're popping up as the Two of Cups, and we have that Star card in reverse, they're truly not connected emotionally. As I scratch my head, it's like they're not connected emotionally. They're very excited to bring in a child. I do feel like there is an energy of, you know, being nervous and like stepping up, because, you know, it's like, how did we get here so fast? I do feel like Lala doesn't really think about that, but Cinco does. Like, he thinks about the fact of how fast this all happened. It's almost like speed of light, spirit saying. But the King of Cups in reversed. So we're saying something here with the King of Cups, so just give me 1 second. Like, I feel like I'm missing a message here with the King of Cups, and usually when that's the case, I like to look at the card online, or even in the book, to get like a keyword, because sometimes they'll give you little keywords. See, there's something key, like something's not fitting, like, you know what I mean? Like, King of... I know what the card means, but I feel like I'm missing a message here. Oh, yeah, see? So it says emotionally vitality, mood swings, being cold, someone who's overly emotional with others, difficult in handling, manipulation and control, immaturity. Am I ready for this? Yeah, I think that's what it was, immaturity. It says addiction and obsession, and it's a spiritual imbalance. So that's exactly the energy I was getting of, like, being in the space of acting like we're in a space of alignment when we're really not, right? Because like I said, on the surface, they're sitting on this energy like, yay, everything's great, everything's perfect, we're bringing in a kid, we're so happy, we're so in love, it's a new chapter. But also at the same time, the King of Cups says there are still some immaturities. There are people questioning how we got here, and if they're going to be able to pull through. And the Star card in reverse is saying, like, the disconnection between the both of them, right? Like, pretending like that spiritual connection. Energetically, they're not aligned, they're not synced. But physically, they're pretending like they are in a good energy. You know, it's funny, it's like, it's giving this energy of, like, you ever sat with your partner, you could be two, you sitting on one side of the room, they're sitting on the other, and you just feel like the energy's off, so you say, hey, what's wrong? Right? You feel that spiritual energy that's just, something's not sitting right, so you ask, you verbalize it, and you say, hey, what's wrong? Right? That's what this is, but they don't talk about what's wrong. It's like, it's like, or maybe they have talked about it, but they didn't get the answers that they were looking for, or vice, vice versa. Because it feels like communication-wise, whether there's secrets between them or they're just not connected. But why are we pretending though? You know what I mean? Why? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, do you see? And I think that's what Cinco may be trying to figure out, because I don't know why I get this energy allegedly that Lala's like okay with the fakeness, like pretending. I don't know. Like, when I say pretending, like acting like there's not a problem, acting like there's no underlying tension, acting like, the energy's not off, or sometimes there could be mood swings where she is starting to act an attitude and he's starting to act in an attitude, but we're blaming it on the pregnancy. Oh, she's just pregnant, she got mood swings. Oh, he's growing up, he's about to be a father. No, it's the triggers in this connection that are not fitting. That's what it is. It feels like Spirit is trying to say. Okay, so let's get some more clarification. I'm gonna pull from this deck again to see how they're feeling about having a baby together. Mask. See, I'm gonna put it back, but it did pop out. Mask. Like, say things are not what they seem, or at least they don't express the energy full on through. Can we get a clarification on Lala's energy? Yeah, misfortune. Let's get another one. And we also have indulgence, right? So this is what I mean about, like, I think they both know that they're not going to be with each other long term or something like that. Like, I keep on getting this energy of, like, maybe they're going to end up, or they're already coming to the conclusion that they're not the one for each other. Because I feel like it's like indulgence is this energy of, like, remember, playing in the fake energy, pretending like everything's fine. Oh, everything's fine, we're so happy. Meanwhile, she feels misfortune. Like I said, she can feel the energy, but it's not like she's doing anything about it. It's almost like playing into, yeah, look at that stubbornness. It's like, it's okay. He'll be a good dad. Like, you know what I mean? Let's get a clarification with Cinco's energy. Hesitation. How did I get here? Damn, this kind of happened fast. He's really in the asking a lot of the questions that I feel collectively we've been asking. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, of course, when you're in a relationship, there's nothing wrong with falling in love and moving fast, because sometimes it really be like that. But sometimes you really find yourself in an energy or a space of being like, okay, like, wait a minute. It's like you're putting two and two together. We also have illness. So there is an energy where I feel like that he could feel like, because the card says fragile, weakness, and fragility. Like, there is some, an energy here where he feels like weak to the situation. Like, even though he has doubts about it, it feels like to me he's still going to show up. Because, like I said, they're both on that common energy of like, well, we both are going to be great parents, but, like, I don't know if this is necessarily what Cinco wanted. This could have just happened. Yeah, nightmare, okay? And we also have relaxation. So he does it too, though. This is why they're energetically a match right now, because they're both doing the same thing. Pretending. All right? Wearing a mask. Let's get that clarification for the energy in the middle. Yeah, look. See, and this is them, the baby, sweetheart. And we have indulgence. Ooh. Indulgence is possession, bribe, and temptation. So this is funny. Take it how it resonates, allegedly. But it almost gives, like, here that maybe someone is, like, worried. Hey, guys, please do not shoot the tarot reader. Allegedly, for entertainment purposes. I'm just a silly little tarot reader. I guess we're going to find out ourselves. There is a worry here about the, someone worrying about, like, fraternity. Like, are we sure this child's mine? Like, this happened so fast, but still believing it for the sake of the connection. But there's also an energy that this message could also be that someone asked to get, like, maybe an abortion or maybe a termination, and someone was like, nope, that's not gonna happen, right? Like, we're gonna have to step up. I don't believe that. That's not in my religion. That's not in my belief. And someone just sucked it up and said, okay, right? It could be one or the other here. But with the indulgence, it feels like I said, they're both in this energy of like, okay, well, this is happening. Well, we're both going to step up. We'll both do what we have to do. But is this what we both really wanted? There's a disconnect there. Yeah, we have sweet dreams and we have friendship. So at the end of the day, like I said, when for the sake of the connection, I feel like it's funny how we have friendship here, because it does say team, connection, and network. it feels to me that like I said, there is some energy where someone could be getting like intuitive energy of questions, like they're asking themselves questions. And I feel like this could be Jay, this could also be Lala too, you know. I'm not gonna just say it's just one person, it could be both their energies, but I feel like they're starting to realize they have a better friendship in their relationship. But also at the same time, there's energy of like, is this child mine, or how did we get here so fast? And like, you know what I mean? I forgot what I was but just to say, like, you know, it's like with the bribe and the persuasion, like, is this what I really wanted? That's what I was going to say. Like, there's someone here that's like, I almost get like a dissociation, like, because my mind just literally spaced out. And you dissociate when you can't handle, or you don't want to handle harder things, right? Like when you don't want to handle the harder truth, you dissociate. But there's like a bind between them, you know. I mean, at the end of the day, they are bringing a child in the world, and they're not both looking at it negatively, but it's feeling like, damn, like we could have definitely went a different direction, and we could have done this differently, or like I feel like I've got myself caught up in something that maybe that's not really for me. It's like, you know, I don't know, because I keep on hearing like, I don't know if these two are necessarily, they might not last. You know, they could. I'm not gonna say they couldn't, because Jay Cinco sits he sits in the energy of kind of like cultivating around her. I'm not saying he's innocent either, because we did get that energy of him like longing for someone in his past, or there could be someone in his past that is still tickling his feathers, or you know, someone he still thinks about or cares about or is reminiscent about and or past relationship. I'm not gonna, you know, but it feels like her energy is too. It's like they're both comfortable, and that's why I get this energy of possibly maybe like a baby mama and baby daddy, because I don't see real love as in like this is gonna, like, longevity wise. It just feels like, you know, I do have love for this person, but as the truth, the wheel of fortune is, I'm talking about things shifting, as more things come forward or come out between Lala and Jay Cinco, their energy is going to change for each other. And I guess we'll find out, and we'll see how that turns out, or how that plays out in public. Because like I said, guys, I mentioned earlier about like the eyes being the window of the soul. Like, I feel like you're not going to hear really big news about conflict going around them. It's like you have to pay attention to the subtle cues, because they're both good at pretending. They're good at wearing the mask of pretending everything's fine. I don't know if that's a streamer thing or whatever the case may be. Okay. All right. So the next question we have is Jay Cinco still talking in or to any of his past exes? We're gonna do the same thing for Lala as well. We'll tap into her, see if she's still talking to anybody from her past. But let's see, is Jay Cinco talking to anybody from his past? I don't know why I immediately heard that song from Keisha Cole. Love, never knew what I was missing, but I knew once we start kissing, I found love. Ooh, Ace of Wands. There's definitely someone still in his energy. Ace, ooh. Ace of Swords and the Four of Wands. Ten of Cups, Two of Pentacles, and Two of Swords reversed. I don't think he's necessarily in communication with this person, but this is someone he definitely wants to reopen communication. There could be like small things, because the Ace of Wands gives me opportunity. If he had the opportunity to talk to this person, it feels like to me he would. I don't know if this ex, maybe he did reach out before and she shut it down, or you know what I mean. But there's still someone he definitely still desires. The Two of Pentacles here and the Two of Swords. 222 could be an angel number he's seeing, as it's 444 right now. You know, I already can hear people being like, oh, is it Brooklyn? Is it Brooklyn? It most definitely could be Brooklyn, okay? But this is going to be someone he has a very strong sexual energy towards, but also someone that he feels like a spiritual connection with too, here with this Four of Wands. Like the Ten of Cups, like there's something about her energy that's a lot different. And this is what I meant earlier about him sitting in like kind of like this compare and contrast position when it comes to energy. It's like, yes, Lala's not a bad woman. There's things that he doesn't like, there's things that he notices, but there's things that he also adores. But then he looks back to this energy here that he's definitely is not talking to this person currently, but it's saying the Chariot card is saying like things are moving too fast, like it's out of his control now. I feel like there's someone in his energy that he also feels like moved on to. The Nine of Swords, but see, he still thinks about this person. This is why I say, like, if he had the opportunity, like, I feel like he would talk to this person, but it feels like the energy here of like he already tried to have a conversation and the conversation got shut down, or whether he was ghosted or the girl said, hey, like, you're dating someone else or something like that. There's something like that. The Page of Swords in reverse. Okay, so there's no actual communication going on, but there is an energy of curiosity. There is an energy of watching. There is an energy of keeping up. It's an energy of paying attention, right? And so that's why it feels to me that like there's still someone in his past that he still has feelings for. I can tell you that. Like there's still someone in his past that he still holds on to, but it also at the same time it feels like to me he's just trying to move forward, you know. Yeah, look at that back of the deck. We got soulmates, his twin flame romantic partner. It says soul. It says friendship and romantic partner. So also too, he has a good friendship with this person. So this was someone he was good friends with before he dated, or they maybe even Lala knows this person because it feels like they could sit in a similar circle. That's what I'm saying. This could be Brooklyn. But hey, yeah, antisocial. I said Brooklyn. Yeah, I said her name right. Yeah, look at that. Antisocial. And you're feeling silent treatment and left out, right? So like I said, they're not in communication, but he still thinks about this person. And I also feel like he'd be like looking at it because like he's like in his feelings a little bit. Like I don't know if it's like him having a kid with someone else and maybe him and his ex talked about having kids, or like he had a childhood scare or a pregnancy scare with somebody else and it didn't work out. It's something like that. Like he's very reflective on something. Especially when it comes to this person. It's like making him replay. Shawty's like a melody in my head. Look at that, masculine. It says authority, discipline, and father figure. It's funny how I literally was just talking about kids. But also at the same time, he is being disciplined because he knows he's bringing a child into the world. So like I said, you know, this communication of what I was picking up of him reaching out to this person, this could have been a far ago, like in the recent past. But it does feel like he did reach out to someone that, you know, he still feels a strong connection to, whether it was for closure, to check in, to tell him that they're moving on, whatever. But he still is holding on to this person. Yeah, emotions, fears. And there's fear going on because there is a little bit of an energy of him making him feel like he made the wrong choice, or it's like, is he making the right choice? Yeah, we had that, you know, we had that card pop up in the earlier question. How is he feeling? This card popped up for him. Stagnant, stuck. Okay. And look, cautious, guarded, insecure, paranoid. And we also have, again, someone's... Alright, so like, to be completely honest, it feels to me like Cinco is thinking about someone from his past. I don't know if he knows that like this new connection with Lala is just not going to last, as in like, I mean, they're bringing a kid, but it could become like a baby mama, baby father situation. But there's someone in his past that like if he had the opportunity, he would want a second chance with this person. And there's also something about here with like kids here where it's like he and this ex could have talked about kids and now he's having a kid with someone else, and for some reason that got him up in his head. Let me get one more card. Yeah, didn't I literally just say it got him up in his head? Tension, stressed out, migraine, and worry. Because he still loves this person, but I do feel like it's giving like wrong timing energy. Like, you know, when shit happens and then the universe pulls you apart because of stupid mistakes and things you need to learn, blah, blah, blah. He still holds on to this person. I feel like he's moved on for the sake of, okay, like maybe it's just, maybe he met Lala, now they're in the predicament and we're cheating is in, but I don't think he's necessarily let go of this one girl. You remind me of a girl that I once knew. Like, he's in that energy. That's what I'm saying. Like, very interesting energy. So, yeah, there's definitely an ex in his energy. Someone that he definitely still thinks about. someone that if he had the opportunity to reconcile, or if he could, like if Spirit could rewind the clock somehow and they could start it over and try again, he would do it. Like that's the energy I'm getting. If Spirit gave him the opportunity to do that, he would do it. Obviously right now it feels like he's focused on what is presently going on in his life, but it does feel like he still, like I said, this energy of this person still circulates him. He still thinks about this person. He still watches them and keeps up with them, and still kind of thinks about like the what ifs, you know. All right, now let's pull on Lala's energy. Let's see if she's talking to anybody from her past. Let's see. See if she's talking to anybody from her past. So, ooh, 7 of Cups. What are we doing with these options? Magician card, girl. 3. Okay, so I feel like there's people in Lala's energy that she hasn't completely closed the door on. I just want to say that 100%. The 9 of Cups is telling me that like there is an energy of like, ooh, if like like if the baby daddy knew, it would create a lot of disappointment, especially on her character. 7 of Cups is telling me there are definitely options around her. I don't think she's necessarily thinking about like a specific ex, but it feels like she has people around her, or like to be completely honest, this doesn't feel like past energy. This feels like new energy. Like there's like options that she had maybe before she got with him, and those options are still kind of in the back, like they're hidden there in the back here. Okay, 3 of Wands is telling me that she still checks up on these options. I don't know why I'm hearing that Leo, Mona Leo phrase when she said, I'm just a pimp, I'm just making my rounds. Okay, girl. Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles is telling me that she's very practical about it. It's not like she's like full-fledgedly talking to these people, but there could be energy that she entertains. Whether it's like she'll post a picture and these people like it or commented on it. And you know what I mean? 4 of Wands. Yeah, there's definitely someone in her energy. A few people. Okay. Queen of Wands, girl, what you doing here? Very attractive female, dominant, does what she kind of wants. Like I said, there's people that are still in her energy, and she could be entertaining it. I don't get full-fledged conversations, but there's definitely people in her energy. It doesn't feel like past people, though. It just feels like new. 3 of Swords in reverse. This is a thing. She would not, she wouldn't like necessarily say this is cheating, even if it's cheating, right? So if another man is giving her attention and calling her cute and they exchange numbers, she'll be like, oh, well, you know, it was just, this happened and, you know, blah, 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 blah. Like there's some type of excuse that is made for maybe some, you know, some type of disrespect that she tries to play off. You know, 5 of Pentacles, like she's really good at controlling her narrative. 4 of Cups, like, oh, like no, it's actually this. Like she makes you want to believe it's this, even though it's actually this. You know what I mean? I don't like I said, I don't get energy of like, oh my God, I'm still in love with somebody, and but there could be people in her energy that still reach out to her, and she's like, for example, an ex could reach out to her and be like, yo, like, I heard you in a relationship, I know you ain't over me, and she'd be like, aha, you're so funny, like, why, but why are we even sending that goddamn message? Stuff like that. Or a new person in her energy, like, being like, oh, you're, you know, like, giving her attention, and like, there's an energy of her entertaining that. 3 of Cups. All right, so yeah, let's pull this from this energy for her. And I don't know, it feels like to me, she tries to say like these are all friends, or it's just like a networking thing. Bitch, everybody can't be your friend. Everybody can't be your friend. That's what I'm hearing Spirit saying. All right, let's get some confirmation. She definitely has people in her energy though, but she's trying to play it off as, is it as innocent though? I don't think every interaction is, you know. Is she out there like cheating though? Not necessarily either, but like I'm going to say if you're leaving doors open for people to believe or give you energy or entertain, it's you know what I mean? But hey, we just saw Cinco heavily still obsessed with somebody in his past. So do you see how disconnected they are? So this is what I'm saying, like they're not one and the same, they're not even better than the rest. It's like they're sitting in the same frequency. Look at that, the first card, we sit in for Lala, narcissist, ego, it says opportunist, and it says fragile, lust, greed, by inner means and inconsiderate. So this is what I mean about this energy of sitting in an energy of doing something but then try to justifying it by making it seem like it's less than what it is. You know what I mean? Like, men lusting over you, that's a problem, bitch. Like, I get it, you're beautiful, but you entertaining that shouldn't be a thing. Good vibes now in the moment, right? She puts the energy of, oh, it's just vibes. It's just energy. It's nothing. It's nothing. I'm not going to take that because it didn't really jump out. Like, I was, yeah, look at that. Exhausted. Burnt out. It says burden and it says empty. It's like they're both unhappy, too. Like, longing for something, right? So like I said, it's like she's burnt out in her current relationship in some way, somehow, maybe, whether it's like putting up a mask, pretending, I don't know. There is something about, I keep on hearing opportunist. Not saying she is, but there's something about an opportunity. I don't know if the baby's the opportunity. There's something here where it's like, this looks good, I should do this, even though I keep on doing this. Because there's people that she still talks to, there's people that she still, you know what I mean? Yeah, delay. It says procrastination and too busy. Remember, but she'll play it off like it's like social, right? No, it's just networking. It's just friendship, resentment, competitive. And it says discontent. Alright? Relaxing, having fun. These could be stuff when she's going through away trips and stuff like that as well. Trapped, stuck. It says no options, and it says unforgivingness. It's funny because she feels trapped because she's in a relationship with someone she's having a baby with. She's trying to act like she has no options when clearly we see, guys, there are options around her. But she knows if what the truth of whatever energy she is dibbling and dabbling in, if it came out, she probably wouldn't be forgiven from it. Like, right? It would lead to some type of rejection. But like I said, it's not like they're both sitting in an innocent light. Like like it's clear that they're both sitting in a different frequency, but still sitting and what's the word for their reading? Pretending like this is something. Yeah, look at that. Laughter, happiness, heal. But this is how her energy exactly portrays it. Oh, I'm happy, I'm healing. I'm happy in my relationship. Girl, that's the thing. For both energies, they don't feel like that. It doesn't at all. Alright, so let's end this reading, get closing out on this reading. We're going to get outcome for these two. And then we're going to get an advice card as well. Like, what does advice-wise the Spirit have for them? Remember, guys, if you guys like these type of readings, celebrity readings, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to book a personal, all the energy you need is in my description. Alright, Spirit, what is going to be the outcome between the two of them? What is going to be the outcome between these two? Because God dang, I get it, you know what I mean? We're all human, but shit. What's going to be the outcome? Page of Swords, mind games. Three of Wands. Eight of Cups. So I do feel like I don't see a separation between them. I feel like they're going to be separated in their relationship, but I don't think you're going to hear about a separation. I just feel like you're just going to hear more rumors here. Page of Swords, about the unhappiness that sits between the two of them. There could be stuff that comes out that other people are noticing about this relationship that you guys might hear about. So you might hear like, oh my god, rumor has it, or someone released something that Cinco did this, or Lala was doing that. It's like people are going to start to put the puzzle pieces together a little bit, and I don't feel like it's them to. It feels like externally, whether it's the internet, whether it's you collective, it's like the puzzle pieces are going to be put together of how much this connection is not as in alignment. The Eight of Cups in reverse shows me that they're going to stay together though, but you know, I don't necessarily see happiness here. Yeah, we have the Ten of Swords in reverse, and we have the Devil card. And I want to let you know that as well. It's like there is an energy of feeling stuck. I'm trapped. I can't go anywhere. So, Ten of Swords in reverse. It feels like to me, even if there was a physical separation, they would still be connected because of the fact that they're having a child together. There's toxicities. There are things that are binding them together. This could also be sex-wise as well. Ten of Swords in reverse is trying, like, this is like this wishful thinking of trying to put a space in a like, you know, when you're trying to like cope, and he's like, things will get better, or I'm in my head, or I'm overthinking. This energy of the Ten of Swords of like pretending like everything's fine. It's not fine. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so, and we have the Eight of Wands. So there's going to be some complications. I don't know if we will be physically hearing about it, but like I said, I don't see Jay, Cinco, and Lala being a forever couple. But there are gonna be little things that spilled on through between the two of them. You know, Three of Pentacles. It's because their connection is just not aligned. They are not as happy as what they claim, and feels like I don't know why I keep on hearing this outcome-wise, but there could be somebody else that ends up spilling their business or spilling the beans. I'm hearing Spirit say. All right, let's get an outcome advice card for the two of them. Advice card. Advice card. Okay, so we have Dandelion is in reversed, so we'll read the shadow version, which is not that. It's that. Alright, so Spirit is saying, advice wife, Jay, Cinco, and Lala have changed, reconnection, and reward. Okay, so there's gonna be some change. Alright, there's something about the past here, the connections, reconnections. Alright, and there's also something about money here as well that is gonna all be like taking effect within their connection. Alright, so the Dandelion card says different perspectives and unexpected changes. See, I'm telling you, like things are about to take a change between the two of them. And we saw that earlier with the Wheel of Fortune, but let's read from the book and see what Spirit has. If I can find it, y'all. Give me 2 seconds. Alright, Dandelion. We found it. So it says, all the hard work to bloom is over. Things have finally settled down and you just caught your breath. But fate has a different plan for you. There's an unexpected wind in the horizon, waiting to sweep you up and spend everything you've put into your place. So it says, this urges may arrive in a fight. Wait, what does it say? The urge may arise to fight it, but shh, hold on guys, sorry. I'm fucking blind. These cards are so small, but I forgot I have a magnifying glass, so someone's going to be seeing something real clear. I'm going to read it again just for the sake of it so I don't sound slow. So it says, all the hard work to bloom is over. Things have finally settled down and you're just about to catch your breath. But fate has a different plan for you. There's an unexpected wind on the horizons, waiting to sweep you up and upend everything you put into place. The urge to rise to fight it, but how about surrendering to the chaos for once and letting the blow you into a different path? It says you might find that things look even clearer upside down. So this is what I mean. It's funny how I say that, like magnifying glass. I feel like someone's going to be getting a clearer perspective on something. That's what I'm saying. Like there is going to be changes with them, and I don't think either or are really expecting it because both of them are sitting in this energy of pretending everything's fine, sunshine, happy, and rainbows. But expect some changes to happen between the two of them. Okay. Alright, but this is going to be the end of this reading. I really do hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys like. I hope you guys comment. I hope you guys subscribe. And I hope to see you in a future video. Bye!